Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel here at 88 Rotors Off-Road. We have a 4Runner compilation for you guys to enjoy today. And more than likely, we're going to throw in some other Toyota SUVs, such as the Land Cruiser, Lexus GX, or maybe even an FJ Cruiser or two. So if you have any of those vehicles and are interested in a suspension lift setup for it, let us show you some options. This one is rolling out with a Dobinson suspension lift, 3 inches in the front and about 2 inches in the back. 88 Rotors Off-Road is located in sunny Southern California in the city of Baldwin Park. We're about 20 minutes east of downtown Los Angeles in California, USA. If you're looking to get some work done by us, please reach out to us anytime by phone or click on the link in the description and go to our contact form. And if you're not local to us and want to support us anyway, subscribe to the channel and also check out 88rotorsoffroad.com. We have 2 warehouses on the block right here, fully stocked with all the suspension lifts, parts, and accessories that you want and desire for your vehicle. We only work with the best brands in the industry, and we do welcome both wholesale and retail customers. This white runner is going with the BILSTEIN 5100 setup with OME springs and SPC ball joint upper control arms. Next up, we have this Lunar Rock TRD Off-Road. This one's in for a King suspension setup. King 2.5 remote reservoir coilovers and shocks with compression adjusters for both front and rear, old Man Emu rear lift springs, and the front CAMBURG tubular X-joint upper control arms. And here's another magnetic gray metallic TRD Off-Road 4Runner in for the same King suspension setup with the CAMBURG arms. The only thing different with this one is that we're going with the CAMBURG Kinetic series. These are the billet uniball upper control arms. Also did a body mount chop on this one to clear the 285/70/17 tires on the more aggressive wheel specs of a 17 by 8.5 with a -10 offset. Next up, we have an FJ that we installed a Fox 2.5 Performance Elite Series shocks with CAMBURG tubular X-joint upper control arms and OME rear lift spring. We're now installing a set of RRW RR7H flow-formed wheels on it with some 285/70/17 BFGoodrich KO2s. Here's an all-new mud bath Sequoia TRD Pro that we just installed a BAJA Designs preload collar lift setup on with some 35-inch tires wrapped on the factory BBS TRD Pro wheels. Next one up is this white GX460 going with a BILSTEIN 6112 setup with SPC upper control arms, OME rear lift springs, and 5160 rear shocks. We also installed a set of Method MR305s in a titanium finish with some 285/70/17 tires. Wheel spec here is a 17 by 8.5 with the 0 offset. Minor trimming was required for full clearance. Next up, we have some candy red Feel Zephyrs. This one's going on a GX460 that we just installed a Fox 2.5 Performance Elite Series shock setup with CAMBURG tubular X-joint upper control arms and the OME rear lift springs that you see right there. We also installed some NON-KDSS spacers. Not only does that help minimize the notorious KDSS lean, it also helps the system work properly with the new lift height. Next up, we have this underground gray Land Cruiser LC250 that's in for a King suspension setup. We're doing the King 2.5 remote fin reservoir coilovers and shocks all around with compression adjusters, CAMBURG Kinetic series uniball upper control arms, which are the billet arms, some EIBACH rear lift springs, and we're going to be installing a set of RRW RR7H flow-formed wheels in a 17 by 8.5 size with a +25 offset. Tire of choice here are the 285/75/17 Needle Ridge Grapplers. As of today, July 23rd, 2025, we have about 40 full sets of the LC250 King shocks in stock. Need a set for your vehicle? Give us a call or check us out at 88rotorsoffroad.com to purchase your set and have it shipped out immediately. You guys like the content on our YouTube channel? And if you do and want to see more, check us out on Instagram. You can find us at 88 Rotors Off-Road, where we post a whole bunch of content all day, every day. You can follow along and see what we do at the shop. In addition to the King shocks, we also installed the King end links on this Land Cruiser for both front and rear. This Land Cruiser is pretty much complete. We're gonna torque everything down to spec and bring it out for a quick test drive next. Here's the 4Runner that we just installed an Icon Stage 6 setup on. The next 4Runner here is going with the BILSTEIN 6112 setup and 5160 rear shocks, OME rear lift spring with the SPC upper control arms in the front. Next up we have this brand new 2025 Lexus GX550. This is the OVERTRAIL model that we're doing a King suspension lift setup on. King 2.5 remote fin reservoir coilovers and shocks all around with compression adjusters. CAMBURG kinetic series, billet uniball upper control arms, and some rear lift springs. See how the Resi is mounted like this on the front passenger side? King does have a separate part number for the GX550s that are equipped with EKDSS, which is the OVERTRAIL model. The front passenger reservoir has to be mounted differently, as you can see, to clear the system. The wheels and tires on this one, we went with a set of RRW RR7V flow-formed wheels in a 17 by 8.5 size with a 0 offset. This right here is a 35 12.5 17 Nitto Ridge Grappler that we mounted on here. GX is such a great looking vehicle. Don't you guys agree? Drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts on the new GX platform. Next up we have a 4th generation Toyota 4Runner that's coming in for a BILSTEIN 5100 setup. 5100 shocks in front and back with some old Man Emu front and rear lift springs and some SPC upper control arms. Suspension lift has pretty much been installed and completed. Next, we're going to install a set of KMC Terras. This is the KM725s in a 17 by 8.5 size in satin black. We wrapped it up in a 285 7017. What is this? Mickey Thompson Baja Legend EXPs. Looking for a lift kit for your vehicle? Check us out at 88rotorsoffroad.com. We do have a lot of lift kits that are pre-packaged and pre-assembled. Next up, we have another 6112 and 5160 setup with the SPC upper control arms up front and OME rear lift springs. Do you know why you see so many of these kits out there? It's a cost-effective kit that has been proven to work great for both on and off-road. If you're looking to hit some mild off-road trails to go camping, fishing, or just to get out, this kit will get you there without breaking the bank. A lot of people get their feet wet in the hobby with this kit. And if they decide to upgrade at a later time, the rear springs and upper control arms can be reused for the new shock setup. And if you want to cut costs even more, you can go with the next step down, which is the BILSTEIN 5100 setup that we're doing on this next FJ Cruiser that we're pulling in. We're doing the 5100 shocks front and back on this one. The front's going to be set at 0 setting because we're using a lift spring to get the lift out of it. Also using a rear lift spring on here. Front and rear springs are going to be from Old Man Emu. And of course, we're using the SPC ball joint front upper control arms, which is the most cost-effective control arm that we usually recommend. It saves you about $600 going with this kit versus the 6112 setup, and it's still good enough for some mild trails off-road. We have links to all the products in the description below if you're interested. Thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. We greatly appreciate it. It's going to be a wrap for now. And until next time, take care, guys.